Hello,
Hi, ma'am. Hello.
can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, yes, I can hear you as well. How are you?
Not good, ma'am.
What happened? Not feeling well?
I am suffering from little cold, cough, basic thing
Oh,
due to weather change.
yeah. Cold can be very irritating.
Yes.
And, for cold, there is no medicine as such, but you can just drink some hot water, take inhalation. Yeah, all the things that you try at home. Okay. So, what else do you do when you catch a cold? Any small things that you do at home, any remedies that can help you to feel better?
I don't take cold things like cold water and many things like curd
Definitely.
and charge. I
Mm,
stay from these type of things and especially
mm,
rice. I avoid having rice in cough
mm.
and cold.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
shift
Okay.
on hot things like hot tea, milk, turmeric milk.
Okay. Mm. Yes, yes, yes. So, yeah, that's fine. That's the only thing we can do. I hope you get better soon. Yeah. And take
Yes,
care
ma'am.
because
Hope for
climate
the
is
best.
changing everywhere. Yeah. It's changing everywhere and it's unpredictable. Many people are falling sick. Okay. So, health is important. Vishal, so today's topic, did you see today's topic?
Yes, I travel.
It's easy. I mean, I already told you last time you have to work on your pace, your articulation, expression, also intonation. Okay. So I think this will help you. This will help you to have an idea of how to go about it. So you can try narrating any story. It can be a very simple story also. Just for the session, just for the sake of session, try to think about a story and try to narrate it out. If you want, you can create a story also.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Please go slow. Don't exert yourself. If you want to drink some water in between, feel free to do that. Okay, don't ask me. Yeah,
Okay.
right.
Once there was two friends living here, Ram and Sham. They were close friends, and they were studying in school. They belong to they belong to a village from rural areas. They had limited resources, but they both had similar dreams. They they want to be a doctor in their life.
Oh,
But one person's economical conditions don't allow to study further. So after whenever they reach the class 10, grade 10, one of Ram stopped going to school. Ram stopped going to school, and Sam continued his school journey. After that, he had completed his further study, and and after that they got separation. One was living in village, Ram was living in village, doing he provided support to his father. But Sham's family moved in a city from village for his study. And but after sometimes, not sometimes, around 10 years later, Sham came to the village and he
oh,
appointed as a doctor in that village. So after, and accidentally, suddenly, Ram got in. Ram faced some health issues, so he came into the medical, and but Ram didn't recognize him. But Sam recognized him, and after giving treatment to him, he told all his journey.
okay.
After that, they have talked with each other, and Sham was good surprised that Ram was good surprised. Sham's behavior was like as it is.
Mm-hmm.
His behavior was like older. And
Mm-hmm.
after that, they discussed about their lives, and so both have different lifestyles. And that times, Ram got realization that he should complete his study, and maybe he will be on another. He would be a doctor, or maybe he would
Mm-hmm.
be in another profession. So
Mm-hmm.
it's a story about two friends, and its importance of time. I never ever come back. So with limited resources, it is our duty to fulfill our dream.
Mm.
When time has gone, so it will never come back.
Mm. Very true. Very true. I mean, today's generation should also realize this, that education is valuable. Education is not just going to school, but education begins at home also. Then it gets extended to school and then to college and universities. So we have to realize the importance of education, making the most of your time. Yeah. Okay.
Very true, ma'am. I agree with you.
Mm, right. Okay. So that was a very beautiful story. And let's look at some of the sentences. After that, I'll ask you to give more points. Okay, connected to the story. That was a very good story. Thanks for sharing that. Okay. They want to be a doctor. Can you correct that sentence?
They wanted to be a doctor.
They wanted to be a doctor. They wanted to be a doctor. Okay. They got separation.
From each other,
They got separated.
they got
They got
separated.
they got separated. Destiny separated them. Suppose it's destiny. Otherwise, they just got separated. Okay, then they have talked with each other. After many years, both of them met. One was able to identify the other, recognize the other. The other one was not able to recognize, but still, they have talked with each other, which is better. How do you correct that?
They talked.
Yeah, they talked with each other. Okay, they talked
Okay.
for long because they were together, childhood friends. They identified and then they talked to each other. They have got surprise. They have got surprise.
They got surprised.
They got surprised. Okay, there is a very big difference between with and to. Okay, with and to. I want you to refer that today after the session. When do we use with and when do we use to? Towith. So I have both the words with,
With.
to, very important. Okay. Now, have you ever come across such a situation where you met your friend and one of you were just able to recognize? Have you ever come across such a situation where you coincidentally, accidentally met your school friend or college friend and one person runs saying, "Don't you recognize me? I studied with you in that college, in that school." Any such incident?
Yes,
Where
ma'am.
you meet your
It
friend.
happened. Yes, it happened.
Okay. Okay, so how did you react? How did you respond? Can you just make it very brief? What did your friend do and what did you do? How was it after meeting a long time? When you meet after a long time, it makes a big difference. First thing is you may not be able to recognize the face. And then how was the experience? What happened? Was it similar to Ram and Sham?
No, it's not like that.
Okay.
We were on the same boat, and I'm in this job, but that was in medical field. He
Okay.
he had completed his B pharmacy,
Okay.
and nowadays he is running his medical store.
Okay. But were you able to identify, recognize the faces?
Why it was a long time, not a long time ago, 3 years ago, I was going to my wife's examination. for a teacher's
Okay.
post. So that time
Mm-hmm.
he was there for his sister's
Okay.
examination. And that times I noticed him, but he did not notice me. After that, I walked to him, and
You went to him.
after that, yes, I
After
went
that,
to
you
him,
went to
and
him.
he
Okay.
whenever we were very close, that times he recognized me. He also recognized me, and we talked about our
Okay.
lives,
Okay.
and we exchanged our number.
Okay. Okay. Right. Right. So that's good. That's a very good thing. Sometimes we meet our teachers also like that. Maybe while walking on the road, or we will be able to identify our teachers. But sometimes they may not
Okay.
identify and recognize you. Yeah. So when you have you ever come across such situations where you meet the teachers? Do you go to them, or do you just hide yourself? Suppose you meet a teacher. Do you go
Mm.
and speak to them?
I usually met my school teachers because I have studied from village school. So mostly
Okay.
teachers from my village and from nearest village. So it's very
Okay.
common because we have same city, and for purchasing anything we have to go city. So that
Okay.
times sometimes we made eye contact, and mostly they know that I am in job. So they ask me how is going your life, and
Mm-hmm.
I usually ask that what are you doing, sir? In which school are you studying, or you are not studying? What do you do? So it happens.
Okay.
And ma'am, recently I have got a compliment from my college teacher. He asked me that Vishal, could you teach me English? He was a PhD holder. So it was a
Oh,
compliment, ma'am.
wow. That's great. That's great. When teachers compliment you, it means a lot, right? It's beyond all the
Right,
recognition and
right.
certificates that you get.
It makes
Wow, that's
sense.
it makes, yeah. So you run into your teachers at times, and when you speak to them, you get so much of energy when they recognize you, when you speak, when you share memories and all that. So surprise encounters, pleasant encounters. Sometimes you meet people whom you're not very happy meeting, but life is like that. You run into people. Yeah. Okay. So now I'm going to give you words. Looking at the words, can you try creating story or any incident, not story? Any incident. So just I'll show you
Okay, ma'am.
words. Use those words to create sentences. It can, it can be developed into a situation. Okay, the
Okay,
first
ma'am.
one
I'll try.
is
Share, ma'am.
share. So try to create a situation. You can put characters if you want.
I am in job, and I have good bonding with my colleagues. So usually we
Hmm.
share our meal.
Okay, that's great. So once again, can you repeat that sentence because we need to continue with that once again so that you get the continuity? Can you please
At my
repeat that sentence
workplace,
again?
I share my meal with my colleague.
Okay, so continue from there. Okay, at workplace, I share my meals with my colleagues. So one day you were sharing, maybe. Okay, so next word is not very easy, but still try to connect.
Okay, challenge, ma'am.
Yeah.
I don't eat all vegetables. Some vegetable in my good list, good books. Some in my bad books. So it's very challenging to digest that food.
Some vegetables are in your good books, and some vegetables are in your bad books.
Right,
That was
right.
a good way of putting it. Okay, which are the vegetables that you don't like?
Brinjal. I hate brinjal.
Mhm. You don't like brinjal. Oh my God.
I
Okay,
hate.
then. Oh,
I hate, man. If I have option, to have my food with pickle, and another side
okay.
I have brinjal vegetable. So I avoid.
You avoid brinjal. What else? What are the other vegetables?
Okay, here are a long list, but I am unable to. Give me time to think.
Okay, no problem. Okay, so let me give you the next word to continue with the story. I mean, the situation is okay. So you have your meal with your friends. You don't like all the vegetables. Okay, some are in your bad books and good books.
Like if
If
if I were a chef, okay, what the correct pronunciation? If I
once
were a
again, I
chef,
can't hear you. If I were,
if I were a chef who prepare dishes or who baking foods, cooking food, so
I didn't
I
get you.
would
It's not
make a,
clear. If I were, can you just go slow and repeat the word? It's not clear. If I were,
if any, okay, let me think another sentence, move
hmm,
on another sentence.
no problem.
If someday, if any day I don't have a meal, so I take, I share my friend's meal. We eat together.
Oh, okay,
We eat
okay,
together.
okay. Yes, yes. We all do that. Yeah.
Although
Then
if I forget to take tiffin, or we
yes,
don't
yes,
discuss
yes,
that.
definitely. Yeah. Okay, the next one.
Home,
Hmm, home.
we have holiday on Sunday, so usually we go our home on Saturday.
What has that got to do with the context? You were speaking about cooking, food, vegetables. Try to stick to the situation. It's like a situation that you're making.
Okay,
So we cook on Sundays at home usually. We don't buy anything from out. We all have food together at home on Sundays. You can say we
yes,
all
ma'am.
cook together and have our meals on Sunday. Or you can say
Yes,
all the
on
family
Sunday at
members
home.
come home and we have food. Yes. It's connected to food because you were speaking about food and food habits.
Mind, ma'am.
Yeah.
My mind will get peace whenever I spend time with my friends in lunchtime.
Okay, but connected to food, food habits. Continue from there. You are cooking at home, having food on Sundays. So when you spend time with your friends, you become relaxed, especially on a Sunday. Okay, the point is you have some connectivity because
Connectivity.
today's
Yes.
topic is storytelling. So we have changed it slightly to situation. First, you already narrated a story, so now you're supposed to deal with the situation. So we have food together on Sunday, we prepare our meals, and after that, I have a very good time with my friends. I feel relaxed and refreshed for the new week. Okay, the next one, the last word,
Weather.
weather. Weather. So, food, food habits, friends, try to think of all these words.
Weather decide our food. Whenever it's winter, so that times
Mm,
we prepare cold things and
mm,
it's like maybe
okay,
salad or maybe lemonade. So we prefer this type of things. On Sunday we try new dishes, and whenever it's time for winter, so that times we prepare another type of food.
exactly. So, we have to have food. We should increase, sometimes decrease, regulate your food habits
We
according to
should
the
have
weather.
a proper weather appropriate food.
Yes, weather appropriate food is important. So, regulate, moderate, improvise according to the weather. Otherwise, your stomach, tummy will face a big problem. Okay,
Right
digestion
now.
issues will be there. Okay, so I'll give you the feedback, Vishal. So I'm just going to look at the overall thing. So what I think is Of course, confidence is there. You're able to do all the activities with so much of creativity. You're not struggling with your thoughts. You are able to communicate in English. Okay, so keeping those aspects in mind, I think you have to still work on the clarity with which you speak. Whether you have a headset, whether it's offline or online, your words should be more clear. Some of the words are not clear. It's not because of mispronunciation or mother tongue interference. Even people who have mother tongue interference will sometimes speak clearly. Only that some of the words are wrong. But here it's a bit difficult to understand what you're trying to say. Okay, so try to work more on your reading skills and listening skills because now you have to correct. Even if you make grammatical mistakes, okay, you can correct. But if you're not clear with what you're saying, then it's difficult. How will the other person understand? So read aloud, please, every day. Find time to read aloud. Not now. Once you become better, once your health is back, you can begin reading aloud. It's very important. Fluency always is a combination of the way you articulate, communicate, language, flow, thought process, coordination of thought and language. So I think you have to work on your clarity, articulation,
Right, ma'am.
tone also. Very important.
Right, ma'am.
Okay. So can you tell me what are the things that you do after the sessions? Like how do you work on your skills? Because you have been taking sessions for quite some time. So how do you work on your skills, the feedback given by the tutors? What do you exactly do?
After our last conversation, I have maintained my reading habit. Every day I read at least 10 pages. But some days, if sometime I skip, so next day I will read 20 pages. So every day I try to read 10
Okay.
pages. So when I do reading, sometime if I am in train, so I read in my mind. But at my quarter, so I read aloud. And
Okay, good. That's good. Do
right,
you listen to your,
and
yeah, go
whenever
on, please go on.
okay. Whenever I book the session, I book session here. So before taking session, I do some practice with ChatGPT. I try to make
Okay.
sentences. I ask some questions. And in free time, I
Hmm.
use AI feature or ChatGPT, where can tell
Okay,
me
good.
something regarding health. And
So that
so,
is good. That
and
those two
okay,
practices are good.
okay,
Yeah.
okay. Last thing, I do multitasking. Whenever I prepare my food, that times I use it to I I listen some English content. Maybe it's not
Hmm.
conversation. So some news, some person's podcast. So I listen English content with
Okay.
preparing my food or
While
if I'm
preparing your
cleaning
food.
utensil. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
That time I.
That's good. That's good. You can increase the volume and listen to it. But at the same time, I think you have to listen to your sessions also. Listen to your recorded sessions. Write down some of the words. Try to analyze where it's going wrong. Try to figure out if you are able to understand each and every word that you're articulating, that you're using in your sentence. So you will understand better and you will be including more activities accordingly. So try to listen to yourself. So suppose you're making two sentences together, figure out if you are able to understand each and every word. So take note of the pattern. For example, times is wrong. That is one pattern I told you
Yes,
earlier.
ma'am.
Going to,
Yes, ma'am. It told me.
it's a common problem. But apart from that, try to find out where you have to exactly work the sound pattern and the stress, the intonation, and all that. So you will be able to understand better. Okay, and work accordingly. Please work accordingly, rectify this at the earliest so that your speech still becomes better. Right? Okay, so
Right,
take
ma'am.
care and nice meeting you again. Keep working.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Have a good day.
Hope that you get better soon and take care of your health. Bye bye.
Thank you so much. Ma'am. Thank you so much,
Bye.
ma'am. Bye.
Bye.